soccer kicks have long been enjoyed by MMA fans in Asia. But promotions outside that region rarely allow booting a grounded opponent. Therefore, in MMA, as in kickboxing, it is considered a form of art, knocking the opposition out with a low kick, a moment before he touches the ground. Out by Paul Slowinski in the semifinals, a rapid-fire combination. This is exactly what happened at Bellator 70, where AJ Matthews, with a 5-1 score, was coming up against veteran Charlie Rader. AJ was bossing the proceedings in the first round, without even breaking a sweat. A lot of bounce, a lot of nice movement by Matthews. In the second, the welterweight stepped it up a notch. Matthews. Push kick by Rader, right hand by Rader. But after trying out his left hook, right low kick combination a couple of times, Matthews finished the bout with an insane strike. 1 minute 30 remaining in round 2.
Jesus Christ.
That is it. There is the stoppage and a TKO win for... Tricking his opponent to lean away from his punch, AJ immediately sent the shin along the way. Charlie disconnected from reality midair. Flips, and then bang! That kick was already thrown with his hand. And of course, we could not pass up a surreal confrontation in the Russian promotion M1. Fearing high kicks, Mikhail Gazayev simply refused to rise from his knees for almost the entire fight.
That was so
but by
stupid.
the third round, Konstantin Glukhov lost his patience.
I don't know what he expected.
Despite being a common misconception, up kick and axe kick from the ground
Not ask
are
it
essentially
devious.
different strikes in terms of their mechanics. Regardless of the laying position of the attacker, in both cases, the up kick's trajectory extends upwards, whereas the axe kick is more parabolic. Of course, the most infamous axe kick was deployed by none other than Anderson Silva. In 2006, he first met Yushin Akami, visiting Hawaii in between Pride and UFC stints. The Brazilian fighter was dealing strikes in the vertical plane without any visible problems. Akami did try seeking salvation on the ground. And in the middle of the first round, Yushin was lucky to complete a takedown and work on his ground and pound. Much puzzled, he doesn't know what to do. But the Spider didn't feel like it. Giving him no respect. With Pride rules fresh in mind,
Yeah, Bobby, you still shot a box or no? Okay, guess again ignored then. Alright.
I shot a box either.
I don't think that's all you shot a box, but alright.
I'm on the
Don't come back now.
the Brazilian legend to be clocked a grounded samurai with an axe kick. However, the surprised look on Silva's face did not save him from the disqualification for an illegal hit. 5 years later, they will meet in the UFC, and this time the Spider will have fun within the rules. In the same year, South African-born Alex Shabub, nicknamed the Professor, performed a clinical axe kick.
Bang! Oh.
Even by karate standards, a sickle kick knockout can become a sensation on the mat. Not surprisingly, a successful Uchi Haisoku Giri in the cage is guaranteed to cause a furor. And it was delivered by a BJJ brown belt, Justin Berry. In his professional debut in October 2021, Berry was determined to deal with the opponent fast. But Alan Benson was not tiptoeing around.
Pull the toes back, but that's a lovely kick from Benson. And
Justin got up and put the fight back on track. The knockdown came about in the second minute.
leg of Barry. And he ate a left hand on the way.
Savoring the moment, Berry brought it to the second round, where he sealed the victory.
Pretty high.
It might have.
In a manner that would make any karate enthusiast jealous, Berry cut down his opponent with a unique sickle kick.
It might have.
A month later, the Russian fighter Sharafutin Magomedov made his contribution to the expert legwork collection. An impeccable hook kick performance is enclosed.
I saw this coming. If not even like.
And they do now, from this one, you know, and this real talk. Karen 98? What? What? What the hell is a Karen 98? What's it?
Tiny fall.
What?
I just said Titan fall, nothing else.
Oh. Okay. Let me turn around. Again, this way. Oh, it's real mental. Things that I know.
I know we're close to you.
Move no air. Yeah. I be checking, you know, it always a weird. Man, it's me used to go from the block now.
I have no clue that is.
I watch blue lock.
Boy.
Sorry. You're weird. What you doing this?
Crane.
Blue lock, man, come on. You ain't gonna watch it?
No,
Watching it? What are you really doing for it?
I don't want to find a woman to watch it with, but not possible for me.
No,
So
man, no money on watching football. I know.
fair. I guess I should have been a volleyball fan, eh?
I don't know what I watch it. I don't know. Let me go there. I ain't personally watching that. You could get it.
I ain't getting up off of nothing, man.
You don't get it. That's a double beam, boy. That's hilarious. He wasn't even gonna do that first. Look at that.
Switch, man. That switch set too long.
What?
adepts of traditional martial arts could get a few tips from the leg attacks from the new school of MMA fighters. Connecting the rear side of the hand with an opponent's head in a quick spiral motion is widely known as a spinning back fist. Gaining centrifugal force with each degree of turn, it is able to demolish anyone with one devastating touch. But, perhaps, not a single back fist compares to the one utilized by Artur Guseinov back in 2011. Making his U.S. debut with a 9-2 record, the Russian knockout artist was facing with American grappler Tyson Jeffries. At the start, Guseinov, to his misfortune, found himself on the floor, but swiftly returned to his feet. Then he demonstrated why he was nicknamed Tornado and destroyed his enemy.
Guseinov, very good job of getting out of
An unmatched spinning back fist brought Guseinov the victory and boosted his career. In 2018, Nzwandile Luongwa, nicknamed Shadebone, put his own spin on a knockout wheel. In the clash of the unpronounceable names with Torbjorn Madsen, the South African gladiator struck a killer combo. The Viking mentally sailed to his native shores before touching the floor. The axe kick is considered one of the most difficult among amplitude kicks. But despite the similarity to the movement of an actual axe swing, a chopping kick rarely carries knockout power. Therefore, it is most often used as a distraction. In kickboxing, the axe kick was popularized by Andy Hoog, but even the Swiss karate master did not get many knockdowns with this mesmerizing move. Nevertheless, Alfie Davis did manage to pull off a truly staggering act with it. In a 2016 Special Rules fight, the fierce lumberjack took less than 3 minutes to deal with Nick Baker.
Again, with a very good combination coming forward. Beautiful KO!
With a single smash, Davis slashed his opponent down, earning himself the nickname the Axeman.
Beautiful!
A year later, in MMA, Icelander Bjorn Thorleifsson enriched his career with a memorable kick. By landing heavy body shots, Bjorn forced his counterpart to make a fatal mistake and drop his hands.
Overall, they're from the UK, but what a reception for this man! Rich will take it closer, he's seen enough! Wow!
The ability to execute a tornado kick is without a doubt crucial for any big screen action star. But even outside of a movie set, the whirling move proved to be a work of wonders in kickboxing.
Oh, no wonder.
Israel Adesanya, for example, did not fight shy of using it.
No, not she. Another person.
Amateur MMA enthusiasts found the stunt to their liking too.
Jesus?
Deontay Brown amused the crowd in his debut, which made the headlines of the sports press. Amateur MMA enthusiasts found crucial for any big screen action star. But even outside of a movie set, the whirling move proved to be a work of wonders in kickboxing. Israel Adesanya, for example, did not fight shy of using it. Amateur MMA enthusiasts found the stunt to their liking too. Deontay Brown amused the crowd in his debut, which made the headlines of the sports press. But the unequivocal wielders of tornado magic are, of course, the professionals. In 2012, accomplished British striker Michael Page made his MMA debut. Bez Dishman had the bad luck to be his victim. For a full minute, Michael took great pleasure in bullying his opponent. A tornado kick maneuver summed up the fight.
Corner, the London shoot fighter screaming at Antonio seriously, and then the spinning kick. Oh, that is unbelievable! Wow!
After turning 360 degrees, Page sent his counterpart into a stumble and fall.
Screaming on Antonio Taylor, seriously, another spinning kick.
Soon his talents would be picked up by Bellator, where Venom would go on to make a name for himself. Can come back. A year before that, Adam Khaliev demonstrated the same visual extravaganza. In his second MMA fight, the Russian middleweight took apart the experienced opponent for 2 minutes with his signature kicks. However, on the third minute, the bout was finished by a tornado forming right in the ring.
Jesus. He is gone. He is gone. Right in the chin too, yeah, man. Sorry about that last one, Knocko.
I know if it's 3 minutes. I know they know how 3 minutes is. Already out there, man.
Living highlight is the perfect description of knockout virtuoso Raymond Daniels. After spending 2 decades in the ring, he gained fame as a world champion in a multitude of striking disciplines. Daniels also won the trilogy against Michael Page, but that's a whole other story. Later, Raymond won the Bellator kickboxing title. Likewise, his glory run ended on a wave of success with insane fight compilations.
Footwork, and there's a blistering half spinning back kick. And Baseman aided another.
Daniels was ready for the to mixed martial arts. In a 2019 clash, the American welterweight was about to spoil the debut of Wilker Barros. For 4 minutes straight, Raymond amused the audience with his obligatory entertainment program. And when the thrown-off-balance opponent was near the fence, Living Highlight ended the performance on a high note. Raymond turned around twice and drilled a tornado punch into Barros' head. The right hand sent his adversary into oblivion. Love those spinning shots. The world of mixed martial arts has a plethora of original and suave knockouts that can truly amaze. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel.
Oh, he's out! Combination coming forward. Beautiful.
What you see, put a bag over your head.
Rocky here. Stand up.
Over your head. Hey, if you don't like what you see, put a
79-76. There is the great Peyton Manning. I think he's going to throw the football to Rocky here. Stand up, Peyton, and get it out there, baby. Oh, yeah. Rocky's going deep.
What happened to my get therapy with me? I understand, man. I ain't no there. Yo, I hit yo. Now I'm done. What?
Yeah. What are they?
Hold on, I'll think. Olha, Jay. Não, mano. Are you there, Nako?
Right there.
Fair.
Some Horizon woman.
Hmm.
I'm not paranoid. I'm prepared.
The old ways and the new. I will use both to guide us.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Fight Focus. And for today's video, we will be covering 10 MMA fighters who refuse to hit their opponent. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it. We can all agree on one thing. Being a referee is definitely not easy, especially when it comes down to MMA. That being said, there are many times where referees get lost in what's going on and forget that protecting the fighter in the cage is the #1 priority. This just causes fighters to unleash even more damage on an opponent that is pretty much unconscious, leading to a lot more damage. But sometimes it's the fighters who seem to do the job of the referee and stop themselves before more damage is done. This doesn't seem to disappoint fans, but rather makes them love the fighters even more.
When we getting off of this game?
Whenever you feel it. Probably
So-
like 10:30 later.
Alright, fair. When the man last I miss.
Tomorrow.
Nah, but you need a full night of sleep, man. That ain't our thing.
I wonder when I tell this man tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Push my dad. One squad nearby. Get me out of my throne. I'm good to go.
Nah, but I know you're a true scholar now, and you ain't want to do revision now as soon as you wake up, so.
I wonder when I wonder if I tell this man they know the farmers.
I just want to go over a quick recap of the formulas and things like
I
that.
don't know why you recap formulas I know. Just recap the ABC me make up in the morning.
No, but I never got a test on my ABC. I just don't got a test on my ABC, so it don't matter to me. You on the other hand, your whole life might be stopped if you don't know that formulas tomorrow, boy.
I don't know how I would not know the formulas when the formulas can be on the paper. Oh, really? Yeah.
Man, G, if you're still here, just hop on the PS4 for the last hour or so. And let's fire it up on the TV. or
Keep
something.
talking but I hate revising.
What is called it? Jay said that you here talking, but Jay there revising.
Shitting bricks.
My voice is shitting bricks.
Revising for what? Ma? Crap?
Revising for what, Jay?
At least I believe the formulas is good. You think that way here from a man.
Yes, practical math.
Yeah, he said practical math.
I do all the tests essentially the same thing, so I'm revising for that. I need essentially get all right points. The quiz they have, really ain't nothing to revise.
Bob is a try hard, man.
He know what?
Yeah, boys, you know what?
No, what?
No, like as a joke, that you know, like you know how you be like, He said what? Like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
over.
yeah. Right.
I found the
Yeah,
key.
man. I can't
There's no
join.
further breach.
I can't jump there. Should I actually gotta come BCC to do that?
I mean, I'm gonna show you on the stream, so.
Yeah. Nah, what I mean.
What was even the point of opening this?
I do good on the quizzes too, but can't remember the hard shit.
He said he do good on the quizzes too, but he can't really remember the hard shit.
Heavily squads remain. A champion has fallen.
I went through, like, it's great relax, you know, like, I write down these matches and remember everything I do.
I wonder, this my answer your question or the stream just taking long? Jay, you gotta travel at BCC to do the practical math?
Whack question. I went out.
Alright, Bob asks if you get BCC to do the exam tomorrow. Or if you go BCC.
I said.
Yeah.
He buys, yeah.
Logged off my drone.
Broken enemy shield.
I know when now, but yeah. How are we gonna make it?
For the real BCC experience.
He advised for the real BCC experience.
Really? I didn't mean live, pretty short, but actually really mean live. I gotta check and see the room again. I can't science again. I'm playing science. Okay.
Read the message before it.
I gotta grit too much. I gotta move through that, yeah. Who that?
Read the message before it for the real BCC experience. Yeah, for the real BCC experience. Oh, fair. That makes sense.
I'm recalling my drone.
I dropped in.
Oh, it ain't come through.
Yeah, the message ain't come through. Think I'll drop a purple shoe. I got $5. You need some?
The ring's close. 60 seconds left.
Miles, don't ever watch that name from me, boy. You.
That's it.
Nah, I knew you might add it just to say the good this week.
Right. Go right though. Go right.
I know.
I mean, it's a gas station, right? I should go gas station. One I got right here. Might have touched off, but alright. We use it as a cover for earlier. Thank God it part off right there. Got something like that today too? Got someone who wants to play so?
Alright. There are extra squads on way about here.
I pushing. That's what watching. Yeah, right. Push down. Let me check and see if I got everything. Well, excuse me.
Another free K incoming or no?
Boss might even go over those numbers.
That is so much lazy, Kent. And I got 700. I ain't nowhere close to you, brother.
Nah, my guy got all of them. You could have come in, you could have just come in. You might want to swap now.
Look at that, look at that. Again, look at this. Roger, the man probably got 2.5, you know?
I got 1,300 anymore.
You are the Apex champions.
Man sweating cruel.
Yeah, bum. I get carried though.
Yeah?
Really? Real dog, you got 4, you got 6 kills, I got 4, you got 6 knocks, I only got 4. And you got 200 more damage. Well, not 200 exact, but yeah.
Makes them love the fighters even more, showing that there's more to the art of fighting rather than just battering away on an opponent that can't even defend themselves anymore.
Win in 1-2 minutes
This
rule.
is 10 MMA fighters who refuse to hit their opponents.
Hmm?
Number 10,
Oh, let me look at it.
Justin Gaethje showed incredible
Yeah, we went in 12
UFC
minutes.
Fight Night 158 at Rogers Arena in Toronto.
Nah,
back
tell me
in
when you got knocked
2019.
118, you know.
In the headline bout, the 32-year-old American won via TKO for the third consecutive time, showcasing his devastating powers in the process. He wasted little time in showing the world who the better fighter was, defeating Donald Cowboy Cerrone in the first round thanks to some vicious punching. It should have been over earlier, however, as Gaethje whacked Cerrone with a huge right hand before landing several more vicious blows. However, the referee wouldn't stop the fight, even as Gaethje stared at him, urging him to end the fight for the welfare of Cerrone. The referee refused to call the fight over, however, leaving Gaethje to inflict a few more seconds of damage to his friend before the ref eventually intervened.
The ref in the back, he said, if you fall to your face, it's over. You know, and I thought he felt like that 2 times, and then I had to continue hit him. That was my friend. I didn't want to keep punching him, I'll be honest with you.
Number 9, Emmanuel Newton. Muhammad Lawal, aka King Mo, got knocked out with a spinning back fist by Emmanuel Newton at Bellator 90 back in 2013. As Emmanuel went for a huge overhand right, he would lean in a little too much, which would cause Mo to try to hit him from behind. This was an epic fail as Newton spun with a beautiful back fist which hit Mo square on the nose, instantly knocking him out. Rather than continuing to hit him over and over while he was out, Newton cut the falling Muhammad and cradled him. Honestly, it seemed more as if he was trying to choke him, but the ref eventually stepped in and would break them up, and Newton would just go leave Mo to celebrate. Number 8, Chad George. This interesting incident occurred at Bellator 136 back in 2015 as George was facing off with Mark Boheas. George had his opponent beaten and was on top of him while he was out. Referee Milan Ayers failed to spot that Boheas was out and George had to take matters into his own hands. George can be heard shouting he's out while the referee retorts back saying he's not. The right arm out at all. Now George has his head free. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's out! The 37-year-old decided to take matters into his own hands and get up and walk away from his doomed opponent.
What's that?
What turn? Man, this ain't it, so no mind it, bro. One more second, of course it's going somewhere. But when it start catching, you know, and then here and there, but I ain't going here. I ain't going here.
It seems that anything that's coming for these. It seems that anything that is shit from the association has met as cash on going. Oh, the man left the shit from the association? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like Nas Matt Zach Caesar.
Fair point, fair point. I going back a phrase though. I never back a word or a phrase. I mean, I met Fumba, but no one does use that, so. No, you don't. You only say it I know because I say so.
What do you want me to do?
What are you? Nah, cause I see the ref thing went there. I say so. I was like,
Ref ain't even come to know me. This general third. I'm gonna go. Well, done here. Finish it. What did I do? Thì cái lưng là nó nọ đố. Khi rồi mấy claim này nó cho đến nào thì còn chỉ bỏ thôi. Mình gọi được.
what? That don't make no sense.
Oh, cool, come on. Seven is zero. You remember you CNC and ain't no funny.
Was that Watson on a crypto? Wait, no, that one, mate. Before the mob it cost me out now.
The 37-year-old decided to take matters into his own hands and get up and walk away from his downed opponent. Ayers then went to check on Borges and ruled George the winner. It's a great show of sportsmanship from George in his Bellator debut, as he can stay on top of his opponent and continued to punish him. Number 7, Francisco Trinaldo. Francisco Trinaldo's latest UFC win ended with controversy, but not the type that had anyone questioning his victory. The Brazilian veteran scored a TKO win over former Cage Warriors champion Jai Herbert on UFC on ESPN 14 event at Flash Forum in Yas Island. The stoppage came at the minute and 30 mark of round 3, but many think it could have been a little bit sooner, questioning referee Herb Dean's decision to not wave off the fight after the initial knockdown. Trinaldo pounced on his fallen opponent, but seen as if he did not really want to inflict any more damage on his adversary, causing Dan Hardy and Paul Felder to speak out. This drama would take place at the event while both men, Herb Dean and Dan Hardy, decided to get into a verbal altercation after the bout, which would eventually lead to Herb taking his voice to social media to explain exactly why he believed it was not a late stoppage.
He's put both arms in between him and his opponent. He's lifted his leg up, head off the mat. He's doing everything I can ask for him to do to stay in that fight. So there wasn't a bad stoppage.
Number 6, Rafael Barbosa. Melquizael Costa nearly became the subject of a sports tragedy due to poor refereeing at the Demolidor fight in Brazil. Costa was fighting Rafael Barbosa. In the third round, according to a report by MMA Fighting's Guilherme Cruz, Barbosa went for a standing choke, but switched to an anaconda choke when the fight hit the canvas. A short time later, Costa appeared to go limp, and Barbosa told the referee that his opponent was out. Referee Emerson Pereira Saez failed to stop the fight, letting it go on for nearly another 2 minutes before finally telling Barbosa to relinquish the hold. Number 5, Ben Davis. Irish fighter Ben Davis was fighting at an MMA event in Malta where he took on Muslim Ruslan in a bantamweight bout. Davis had a record of 6 wins and 5 losses, went on to win the bout with the first round TKO, but it was the way he got the W that stirred some controversy. Davis was able to get Ruslan on the ground early with strikes as he decided to add a barrage of punches until his opponent had a lot of trouble trying to cover up. Eventually, Ben started to look at the referee and was yelling at him to do his job, since Ruslan was barely defending.
Well, when you get out there, I think it ranks mine on. You're running across in the building. You got a kid here. No, really. You partner thing here, you go.
That's one step closer.
That was a major kill, cousin.
Bobby so hard.
I think I do 55 damage.
I think I do 1. Whoa, what you doing?
Backing out of my throne.
Really? I did. Corbin.
My dinner right here. Better than one. Pretty much right there. It worked when you.
Nah. Cause I gotta tell you exactly what happened, dog. I hit 11. I don't run out bullets and both guns started running into the cover.
Oh yeah, reload the gun. You almost done there watching it?
She is.
Go. Well, it wasn't in view, man. But you're a whole door. Got mine right next to you.
Come on. I need Roger to play, man. Cause then you and he could like, carry me on thing. And then I ain't gonna get no then push for me. I tired of this responsibility thing though. It ain't working out.
Yeah, really.
I don't want no sort of accountability.
Dead.
I already dead inside. I already dead inside, fam.
No, I don't think that's dead.
I mean, I said it again, kill myself like sometime. It is supposed to be like this month, but
It's supposed to be everything, but I don't know you know.
after New Year's, man, I'll start New Year's with a bang. And ain't nobody game miss me, so I don't even know why I ain't noticing that far. So.
Maybe I ain't. I know you ain't know you that.
I did.
Here, man. You ain't Jesus with that?
I mean, you didn't hear the I crack a man thing?
Yeah.
Signaling my drone back.
Give me that. It's dog, sir. You might even heal again, watch me, dear. Boy, nigga, yeah.
He cracked, so you got that.
Every day is over here. Play with these things. They use these many hard enough to work with.
This free cat Bob. I don't got nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, keep going on. Follow here.
Free shield swap there, boy.
I'm there, yeah. There's mine, she's yours.
Do his job, since Ruslan was barely defending at that point. The referee would eventually step in and give a slight shove to Davis as if he was trying to protect him from the man who defeated him. Davis would then shove the referee back in frustration of not calling the fight off earlier. Davis would later take to Instagram to show his frustration with the whole ordeal. Number 4, Mike Pantanko. Most of the bout consisted of Mike Pantanko feeding strikes or ending up in a clinch till he himself believed the fight was meant to be stopped. However, the referee did not put a stop to the fight. Pantanko decided to stop the fight himself. But the fighter tapped out instead of bringing further harm to his opponent. Y'all think Mike was a hero in this situation?
when I backed out, I look at him and he's like twitching, and I said, this last combination I'm gonna pull is gonna knock him out, and I feel like really terrible.
Number 3, Gerald Harris. Gerald Harris would face off against David Branch at UFC 116 back in July of 2010. The fight would go on with a plethora of exchanges and also a few takedowns or clinches up against the fence, which would eventually lead to Davis wanting to grab onto the fence, which took Herking quite a bit of time till he stepped in to realize it. Eventually, it was Gerald's turn to put Branch up against the fence till he would eventually pick him up like a child and drop him. This was possibly one of the loudest slam finishes ever heard in the octagon, since it was also called the slam heard around the world.
Full guard there. Oh, he's out. He is out.
Really, like, what's my logic?
Listen, if you don't want to play with me, don't play with me, you know. That was the only age you can get yourself about that. You could ask Travon and Randy to come play or some shit, man.
Ivan!
I'm sure there'll be more now delayed to play with the old friend Bob. True or true? No, not true.
It's true that the ring is shot just like that. You can get moved from that one.
Ma, you see any master with the disrespect, you know?
Yeah, the ring's catching up to us.
It's all doom, yeah. Nah, ain't even hit me, boy. No, I do. It is jump door, though. 5-2. I'm gonna be doing for real. You already did it for I ain't hitting me that hard. All I gotta do is get further. Not the ring. You got mad ass on me. I know this is.
I'm fine. Fixing up.
You got some more ones? You got some oranges?
I already got two.
Get out first.
I mean, not really. I'd just play it down.
I'm in front of they're right in front of one. You got Abby?
Yeah.
Come over there. What's up?
You want me EMP and I'm alright back.
I didn't even get you there. Anyway, that's it. No. I'm in here now. Oh, wait. Man, I play try. I get one try. Somebody else over. Right there, right there. He's coming.
Not my fault. To be honest, I don't know what I could have do there. Not my fault, man. I'm sorry.
Hear me saying
That what?
That's what you hear me saying.
I hear you, Cena. By yourself, sister.
Anyways, upon impact, Gerald would look up to see if his opponent was conscious or not, and would not even lay a single strike as Herb Dean had come in between them to split up the fighters. Number 2, Mark Hunt. Possibly one of the chillest dudes to be in MMA, the 46-year-old New Zealander became one of the best icons for classic fighters. His trademark being to finish an opponent with a brutal uppercut and walking away as if nothing had happened. He's done this in almost every fight he's ever finished anyone. At UFC Fight Night 85, Hunt scored another iconic KO finish. This time it was against legendary Frank Mir, whom he laid out. Realizing he was at a disadvantage against the superior grappler Frank Mir, Hunt knew he had to keep the fight standing. Just past the 3-minute mark of the first round, Hunt detonated a bomb of a right hand on Mir's temple, sending him abruptly to the mat. Hunt slowly turned his back and walked away, nodding his head like a total badass. He had also done this when he became the first person to ever knock out Big Country, Roy Nelson.
That was crazy. He just walks up every time. Every time he walks up, yeah?
Number 1, Joe Lauzon. Upon facing one of his idols, Joe Lauzon was set to face Takanori Gomi at UFC on Fox 16, Dillashaw vs. Barao 2. What was even more interesting was how the ending of the fight played out. After about a minute and a half of an uninteresting sparring session, Joe decided to take his opponent to the ground. It was not the prettiest shoot for Lauzon as he grabbed Gomi's ankle to secure the takedown before scrambling onto his flattened back. Lauzon unloaded elbows and fisted Gomi's head, while the former champion struggled to get Joe off of him. The blows were quickly too much for Gomi, and he appeared to be unconscious, so Lauzon climbed off him while he was looking at referee Herb Dean, who hesitated before calling the fight. The official score gave Lauzon the round 1 TKO at 2:37. It was one of the more unusual endings to a fight in UFC history, as Lauzon, a fight bonus machine, showed his opponent mercy.
So Herb Dean was like right there, so I figured when he's unconscious, like I thought I would just beat him a little bit to actually putting his hands on me. I walked away.
In the build-up to the fight, Lauzon said that he had much respect for the former Pride lightweight champion and even called
Which bus that getting?
Bob. JR, what bus you catching?
Yeah, cool. Depends on what one I think it's just 11 early.
Yeah, I mean, so Gomi's one of these guys that, like, from the very beginning, like, when I first started training, he's a guy I watch highlight videos of. I go watch videos, getting pumped up to go to training or get going to fights and that. So, alright, MMA fans, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video.
Yeah.
As much as Dana White would love for all of his champions to make him buckets of cash and be super easy to work with, that's just not the reality of the UFC. So today we thought it would be fun to take a look at 10 title holders the promotion's president absolutely could not stand and didn't want as champion. We're not saying they never got along, but these 10 fighters wore divisional crowns and in part or entirely pissed off the boss in doing so. I'm Tommy from MMA On Point, and these are the top 10 fighters Dana White never wanted as champion. Number 10, Fabricio Werdum. When Werdum defeated Fedor Emelianenko at Strikeforce in 2010, he broke one of the all-time greatest winning streaks in MMA history. Dana White had long-running issues with Fedor in their most recent history, a fight with Brock Lesnar that had fallen apart. And when asked about Fabricio's win, White used Werdum's past to drive a stake into his rival.
Everybody's talking about how great this guy is. No, he's not. Then he goes in and loses to Werdum, a guy who we cut from the UFC for losing.
But that loser they cut eventually came back to the UFC after Strikeforce was
Bob, you good?
You are, man.
I can't say I'm not good no.
No, I don't have anything. What was that? You might say don't ask me no the goddamn question. Yeah, well, move right, boy.
Yeah, but I thought we was friends before that, so he wasn't intense enough.
I gotta put Gerard. Gerard already in front of me. I hear something. Yeah, he has serious. Oh, chicken broth.
Jesus, peace.
Oh my god. I didn't even know the amount of canisters I'm on. Wait, the king just look.
Dog, I just.
He didn't walk them?
I saw him, man. I saw him, man.
I sound so disappointed. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well.
I asked him how his man was doing. Man told me he shot the fuck up, so.
Ah, so that. Hey, this is all that. We get much better than City, though. Focus on winning part of it. Dragon League not across the city. Alright, man. Let me just collect the things, man. Me for all that. Dragon Library.
Keep telling me this game's a death sentence, but here I am.
I mean, had 3 first. Yeah.
I only trust whom I have to trust. This is
Okay, you should tell me. Yeah, you may tell me how to.
This is your champion.
I just need a little more money, just a little bit more money. Yeah, drop City there for me again.
I'll be leading the jump.
So all I do was just ask him how he was, man. Man, just.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking, man. You walking in like wrong things and like
I mean,
how
yeah.
we doing is not important.
By me use my guy, so I can ask what my guy doing.
No. I never doing it.
That was like that what you just had to say at the first part.
You're supposed to know that.
How am I supposed to know that?
I wasn't here. But this is a daily occurrence. No trust, no love.
Alright, well, I will no longer ask you that question then. Revenant climbing up. Top floor.
Man coming in, bro. Revenant moving.
Oh my lord. Our rifles on here.
Yeah? What are you doing? You want to get a good angle?
No, I'm waiting for ice armor, man.
Weird start down bottom. This man, you challenge this guy, man. Like, what is gonna be drilling forever? Okay, that's funny, saying proper drill.
revolutionary. You're fortunate. I have much to teach you. Introducing your champion.
Line up to me. You're good. I get it.
Yeah! 2 minutes!
Stefan no more. Jual na yesterday. Jual na yesterday.
The champion lies at our feet.
Oh, they got more me though. 750.
What?
740.
Adjust your surroundings.
Throw about her. No!
You think he can me off? Or he's in it. You got it, boy. You got it. MVP has returned.
Macam mana juga?
Well done. Your skills have proven useful. New kill leader.
This is all I need to look at out. Mario. know I was getting out, by the way. Might be on you. Yeah, yo, esta la digo ya. Move very stupid, no? Kill him, I think go for you.
Can you drop the bot, yeah?
Oh, it's a net from our Oh, you don't ball.
Mm-hmm.
Is this somebody's wrong, right?
Nah, the bots are dropped now. The cliff by the miss it.
Man right here, by the way. Oh, this is all. That's one. Won't be any, won't be any. Right here. On my part, eh? I mean, go ahead, go. Get my one heal for it. I thought it'd be worse than hit your place. I swear to God. This man want me, yeah? Boss man? That ass off. My res ain't take this water. I'm already for the run. Yeah. Where's last bit? Nothing wrong. That's where you're. Good thing we need a
Replicator incoming.
No, you point that one. I ain't happy about that.
I mean, what you want me to say?
Yeah, I'm good question. Hey, Blake.
I mean, last time I talked to you, man said, don't talk to me, that you should just know, so.
What?
Last time I talked to you, man was like, brother, you was a pussy. I wish you dead. You should have killed yourself. You said you didn't kill yourself on every
Where's
six.
my hero, laddie? You definitely all for here. They're gonna tell.
Recharging shields.
Really got on one. You didn't know anything, boy. That's crazy. Look at him.
Recharging shields. One minute. We have significant ground to cover.
Oh, blame us. They want like, alright, I'm alright. They don't want you.
Recharging shields.
They gonna move here.
Not that, there was a shield self back there.
Right. Trying to move on. Well, you don't need
be caught outside the ring if we don't
Yeah,
move.
go here.
McDonald. Best that they bring down. No, I refuse.
I'm under fire.
But it's care.
I ain't even got a shield, bro.
Go ahead, shield.
Repairing damages.
You got anything to heal with, or?
Nah. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, I'll take this weight shield. You want to just, after this match?
No. Oh, should have been there. That's it.
Wait, where I can't use it? What going on? I don't see anything. They're telling me I can't place there.
Go to the bottom door then. At this point, just wait till we are. Alright, I don't think now anyway. Who got med?
Nope. But that man all dead.
You see that Mackie, right?
Yeah, that's alright.
1 minute. We have time to strategize.
Yeah, craft. Battery, you go. That's everyone else, they just get anything one thing. Material.
Captured some materials.
I'm gonna say mine, grabbing that there before
1 moment. I'm crafting.
I'm gonna say now with a fault to me. Or you went grab that much.
Recharging shields. We'll be caught outside the ring if we don't move. Care package. Recharging the shields.
Somebody killed that two man.
Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, he could have still hit me down for that's hilarious.
I mean, you don't like me, so like, I guess.
Oh, what happened to you?
Nah, brother, the man just want to fuck some me.
Where are you getting that from, remember?
Man, I just joking, man. I just joking. Alright. When next Megan hop on?
No, I was already. I should be on my boat. I should be home before 6. Really.
Alright, well, you got probably gonna be tired and whatnot, so.
Well, no. I mean, hey, easy. I mean, it might be mooning, so,
So alright, yeah, I see it then.
Ah.